What do you think about Epstein?
He alive somewhere hiding. Prior to his, there was already attempts made upon his life in jail. How is it a coincidence that he ended up in jail with a shot? But the autopsy report said his larynx was crushed. You can't do that with motherfucker got choke you to do that. Why don't the media do Epstein like they do Diddy? We know everything. We know Diddy like to put come on this.
What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Stingy checking back in with y'all, man. We got Charleston White exposing Epstein's fake unaliving and a deep state cover-up. Let's see what Charleston White had to say.
Him and Cassie like to so this is detail. Why we don't know details about Epstein? Where are the children? Where are their stories? Where are their testimonies? Why don't we have open access to Giselle's testimony and her cooperation with the government?
You mean Ghislaine? Yeah.
Ghislaine.
Yeah, yeah.
You know why? Because most of the people went to the island was politicians and powerful people, princesses of Wales, all them types, the real freaks, the evil people. The evil people who can go to an island and have access to children that nobody knows have been kidnapped in the world. The evil people. Those are our politicians. Those aren't poor people. Those are not people. Those are not gangbangers that's doing this. Gangbangers hurt their own people. But it's a group of people that take our children and they disappear, and powerful people have access to them. There's a movie that I question to this day. It's called Sounds of Freedom, Cry of Freedom, about
Sounds of Freedom, yeah.
Human. I cried watching that movie. I kept walking. I said, oh, man. I said, why don't nobody promote this movie from Hollywood? Why don't our government promote this movie? Why do our government spend so much business in Ukraine, and why don't we got some real laws for sexual exploitation and sexual abuse? Because they in on it too.
Now this right here, it's that dangerous Charleston White. Hear me? It's that political Charleston White. This is the Charleston White that can get itself in a lot of trouble. Let's just say that.
So at the end of that movie, it says that child sex has surpassed in guns in the world. You don't need to reply. You don't need to. You don't need to re-up with a kid. You catch him at 5, it's a sex slave till he die, unless somebody free it. So you asked me a question earlier. How does a kid survive that with no hope, agony? It's the resiliency of a child that adults lose throughout life. So, nah, man, so I think our government, all that, everybody full of shit. I wear a hat that says I think everybody's playing. We really ignore the conditions of our children in America. We have some of the most drug-addicted children ever in the history of human existence today. More of our children go to bed hungry, or live in abuse, neglect, and is exposed to more violence than any other group of children outside of these third-world countries. But there's not a lot of resources, there's not a lot of things put into development. More things are being taken from the kids and given to the gays and the politicians in the interest groups. America's citizens is being robbed by politicians who put capitalism before citizenship.
Capitalism over citizenship.
Yeah. So that's why you hear the media. Terms and words are powerful. What Hitler used to exterminate a whole group of people. The Consumer Reporting Credit Act stripped us of our citizenship. Because if you go pull my credit, you can go get access to me so you have stripped me of my citizenship. And the media now identifies Americans as the American consumer, not the American citizens. The American consumer. Everything's about a consumer report. Capitalism. They talk socialism, but they really want capitalism. Capitalism supersedes racism.
So y'all hear what Charleston White is saying about socialism and capitalism. Do y'all agree with what he's saying, or y'all think he just talking, man? But I ain't gonna lie, this is a dope interview right here. This is probably like one of his best Charleston White interviews, not the character, Charleston White.
Capitalism supersedes racism.
Yeah.
Tell me why.
If you get enough money, they don't look at you like you a color. If you come in, man,
Isn't that a good thing?
Isn't that a good thing?
Isn't that a good thing?
Yeah. But what about the people who can't access to capitalism?
A lot of people don't start off with the capital.
Most Americans won't get it and won't start off with it. according to what we're looking at today's Americans.
87% of millionaires are self-made. Most of billionaires, a lot of them inherited the money. Sure, you can put a number to it, but millionaires, 87% are self-made.
They had a different school system that taught critical thinking, where they dropped out. This is not the same America that can repeat that again. With this group of kids who can barely read on or above their grade level, who don't have a worldview, who don't know economics because economics is not in school. They don't know banking because they haven't been given a piggy bank to put a quarter here. They don't get an allowance to learn how to save. They don't get out. So
that boy cooking. How much of y'all got a piggy bank for y'all kids? Let me know in the comments.
But access to information is more available. Like a person today, if they really wanted to go find out and learn for themselves with just YouTube alone, you can get access to doing almost anything. Selling, coding, ChatGPT can learn how to code. You have so many methods of learning today.
Not when you're indoctrinated, you don't. Our children have been indoctrinated.
That part, but you need to go to school to be brainwashed.
Well, YouTube can only teach you the basics. It's only teach you the basics. The people that go watch YouTube can barely read. The people that can go watch YouTube are trying to fix something they might not eat later.
Really?
So they don't have most Americans are poor. They don't have the luxury to learn from YouTube. They're escaping reality.
I think sometimes if you give them an out, they'll run with it. Remember earlier on when you said when you were a kid?
Hold on, look, here's the out. Before you can even understand life as a kid, they putting a fucking phone in your hand.
Okay.
To entertain you because you're getting on the adult's nerve.
I agree with that.
So now you go into a school system.
That's on the parents though.
But the condition don't allow the parents to teach, right? So this is what I was taught. It takes a village to raise a child, not a parent. It takes a village.
Do you believe that?
Yes, I believe that wholeheartedly. I was raised by the village because my mother was at work. So I had a juvenile worker, I had a court worker, I had a school teacher. My mom was at work. I had a neighbor say, boy, I'm gonna tell your mama. I had a village. Miss Yolanda and boy I had a village. And I said, yes, ma'am. When somebody come, pull your pants up, I pull them up. I say, fuck you, bitch. I pull them up because I understood the village. So you want this group of children who Mark Zuckerberg and Steve Jobs don't even give their kids these phones.
Yeah.
For our kids to take this phone and you can make so much money off this phone, but you ain't gonna learn it watching YouTube. Say, what's up, everybody? It's your boy,
I ain't
Charleston
gonna lie,
White,
man.
AK.
Charleston White was cooking. But I know a lot of y'all not going to agree with him, and I know a lot of y'all will agree with him. Now, that's what we got the comment section for. I really need y'all to get in the comments and let me know exactly how y'all feel about this whole interview right here, man, this segment of the interview, because he has some points. Now, do I think Charleston White was trolling a little bit? Not at all in this video. I don't think so. But who am I to call the shots? He probably could have came on here and threw on a white boy Charleston. Who knows? But if y'all ready, if y'all want to catch me in the next video, man, click one of these on the screen, and I'm finna fly over there right now. But like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications on, man. Don't forget.